Hello and welcome. So I've been out with the Nokta simplex detector now a few times on the beach, and I wanted to share with you some of my better finds. But before we get started with the coins, let's take a look at this first. The detector was in part mode 1 and the signal was reading 20 to 30. It was very jumpy, very scratchy, and at first I wasn't going to dig it, but I'm glad I did. This is the first ring that I've found, and I thought it was just a bit of beach bling. So I cleaned it up with a soft toothbrush first, and then left it to soak overnight in white vinegar and bicarbonate of soda. Still very black and tarnished. It did have some kind of hallmark, but as you can see, it wasn't very readable. So I took to using a more abrasive cleaning method on it to reveal the metal, and at this point I was still thinking that the stones in it was either glass or cubic zirconia. But the hallmark was now clearly visible. 925 silver. For those that don't know, 925 silver is classed as fine silver with a purity of 92.5% silver and 7.5% copper. What a fantastic little find. With it being made out of 925, it's reasonable to assume that the gems are indeed diamonds. They are clear, and when sunlight hits them, they do give off both rainbow and white light in their sparkle. Now let's move on to the coins. The first one is 2 shilling, sometimes known as a florin. These was minted at the Royal Mint, Tower Hill in London between 1849 and 1970. On the front we can see Queen Elizabeth II and the inscription Dei Gratia Regina, which is Latin. Translated into English, it basically means by the grace of God, Queen. The reverse of the coin tells us the date 1956. 47.8 million was minted in this year. In the centre is the rose, which is the floral emblem of England, surrounded by linked thistles, shamrocks and leeks. These are the emblems of Scotland, Northern Ireland and Wales respectively. So the earlier coins of this type was struck in 92.5% sterling silver. Then over the years they went to 50% silver, and this particular one that we've got here is cupro nickel. So it's important to check the years before you start cleaning your coins, because you could be handling something that's silver. This one is, like I say, cupro nickel, so I could pretty much do what I wanted to it without damaging it. But like I say, some of the early ones were actually silver. So next we have 1 shilling, again with Queen Elizabeth II's head on the front and the same inscription as the last coin. These are cupro nickel as well, and they was also minted at Tower Hill in London. Now if you flip the coin over, we can see the date 1958, and I can tell you that 40.8 million was minted in that year. So this coin is a Scottish coin. We'll just compare it with the English equivalent. Just note the shield in the middle. As we can see on this coin, it has 1 lion in the shield with the crown above it, and on the English version, which I'm showing now on the screen, is 3 lions in the same shield with the crown above. So that's the way to tell a Scottish one and an English one apart. And also at the top we can make out the lettering Fid Def, which is the Latin for Defender of the Faith. The engraver of these coins was called William Marvin Gardner, who did lots of work for the Royal Mint over a 30-year period. Next we have another Queen Elizabeth II coin, and these was made out of bronze. There was about 39.5 million of these minted. So on the tail side we actually have the halfpenny written at the top, a picture of a ship, and the date is 1957. The ship is Sir Francis Drake's galleon, the Golden Hind. The value of these coins is anywhere between 30 pence and £30, depending on the grade and condition. So with this next coin, we're moving into the war years, 1941. And as we can see on the front, it's King George VI. The mintage is just over 23 million of these coins. The silver content followed the pattern of other silver coins, whereas there was sterling silver until 1920. Then there was reduced to 50% silver. The last 50% silver sixpence was minted in 1946, so we can tell by the year on this coin that it is 50% silver, with it being 1941. From 1947 onwards, they was made out of cupro nickel. So we can see on the tail side of the coin that it just says sixpence, or sixpence as it was known. And traditionally, sixpence was put in Christmas puddings. They've also been seen as a lucky charm for brides, and the old rhyme goes, something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue, and a sixpence for her shoe. The value of these coins varies greatly. One that has been uncirculated will fetch around £10. A fine one is £1 to £2. So I suspect mine has little value because of its condition, but an interesting find nevertheless. So the hobby of metal detecting can be quite rewarding. I've only had this detector for about 3 weeks now, possibly 4 weeks, and I've only been out about 3 times, and this is what I'm finding so far. So it's a really good detector in my opinion. We do get a lot of tat as well. That's to be expected. You know, it's not all about finding coins and rings all the time. There's a lot of rubbish that we pull out of the beach as well. So there will be more videos coming about detecting and the settings that I use on the beach, because that's primarily what I do, beach detecting. So there will be more videos coming very soon. So I'd just like to thank you very much for watching. Please, if you've enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, click the little bell for notifications, all notifications, and then you'll be notified every time I upload a new video. So that's it for me. Thank you very much, and I'll see you all on the next one.